A Griffin attorney now under siege by a number of his clients has been disbarred by the state of Georgia. Walter Moore was the subject of an 11 Alive investigation last month that revealed that Moore had a history of taking from his clients their money, but then failing to show up to represent them in court. Those clients demanded action, and our chief investigator, Brendan Keefe, filed this report.
I've been chasing down for 2.5 weeks trying to get the paperwork going or either get my money back.
He's been telling me for a week and a half now that he would meet me to give me back my stuff.
These people need a good lawyer.
I paid you $2,000. Right. And a drug addict. Look at you, man.
But the man they're confronting is their lawyer.
All right, so Walter Moore, this is my office, Moore Law Firm.
Police body cameras are rolling as Griffin officers respond to the law firm again and again.
There's an office full of people. He's done run off with everybody's money, and we would like the police to come up here.
Oh my God, I cannot believe it. And he's a lawyer.
What happened over there?
To break up fights between Walter Moore and the people who hired him.
What's going to happen is you're going to come and arrest me because I'm going to beat the living out of the guy for stealing my $2,000.
We paid Walter Moore $2,500.
What'd you get for it?
Nothing.
It's rare to see police officers having to intervene between a lawyer and his client. They're supposed to be on the same side, sometimes against the police, and here the police have to intervene between the lawyer and the client. This is unusual.
Exactly, but in this case, the attorney is the enemy.
Austin Lemieux is one of dozens of clients who filed complaints against their own attorney, Walter Moore.
My attorney did not show up, and my case was dismissed for failure to appear. And it's the same thing over and over and over again. Walter takes the money, doesn't do the job, then the customer goes back to confront Walter.
If you want to be civil, give us our money back. That's all we're asking.
We don't have it. Okay, just a simple matter, and then he's got to get out.
Police have responded to multiple calls from clients.
And you said he left with your money?
And 911 calls from Walter Moore.
And you a lawyer?
Yeah, I'm a lawyer at the Moore Law Firm.
Asking police to arrest or remove people there to get their money back.
I want to press charges.
Do you want this gentleman to criminally trespass from your office?
Yes. Frankly, I'm sick of them being up here. My landlord called me into his office yesterday and said, look, you got cops up here 3 days in a row.
The lawyer was arrested in December and again in January for failure to appear on his own traffic tickets. And he was served with 3 client lawsuits while he was in the Spalding County Jail. He got out. Heather O'Price's son is still behind bars for a nonviolent first offense.
We've lost our son. We've lost him. 15 years, he has to serve 5.
There are hearings where Walter Moore didn't even show up to represent him?
Yes, Walter was a no-show, and the judge had gotten very angry. Walter comes stumbling in a couple hours later and just oblivious to everything. Like it was just nonchalantly just comes into the courtroom like it was okay.
So he missed your son's court appointment by hours, and
yes.
Eventually your son goes to prison.
Yes.
You've got some issues.
The attorney did show up in court as a defendant, his landlord evicting him from the office.
If I don't have my files, it can't work. So it wouldn't matter where I go. They have to come with me. Also, every client could sue me for breaching the confidentiality.
Moore has been sued by 2 landlords, multiple clients, 3 former employees, and his own father, who foreclosed on his house. He countersued his own dad.
There's been a foreclosure on his house, right?
Yes.
He's been kicked out of his office, and he was still taking on new clients.
Oh yes, this man will keep going until he's stopped.
Hey, Walter, can we do a quick interview with you? Well, actually, here.
We caught up with the attorney running out of court.
What's that?
I don't want anything on the record. I'll talk to you though.
This is on the record. Did you take...
Meet me in my office around 5:15.
Did you take clients' money and then not do the work for them?
No, I did not. In fact, if you want to meet me in my office, I'll tell you everything.
Well, the investigators showed up at Walter Moore's office a number of times, but he wasn't there. Again, the state Supreme Court has ruled today that Moore should no longer practice law in the state of Georgia.